I'm up in Michigan, and I guess we can see that Detroit's written down here. That's where all of the population is, down in the corner. I'm way up in the opposite direction with a resort area up in northern Michigan where everybody comes to play, and I get to live here. It's a great place. We love it here. I wanted to open up possibilities. Limits and obstacles drive me crazy. And so when I found a process that was easier and better and more efficient, then I was on it. And so the tools that I create and the tools that I use and the methods that I use have a heavy dose of safety in them, and to do it the safest way possible. Okay, this is an old photo of one of my ancient long gone Christmas ornaments. Don't even know what kind of wood this is. This could be a spalted maple, or could it be an elm? I don't know what that is, but the finial is probably a maple or a boxwood of some kind, a light wood, maybe pear, birch, something like that. Not sure. But if you see the shapes going on here, they're rather large. There's nothing very small and delicate about it. And the lines are kind of clean and not a lot of detail. It comes down to a ball here and not a point. Okay, so all of these elements is making it rather strong and rather non-detailed, no sharp points or corners, is on purpose, because this is a usable Christmas ornament. This is one that's going to be used every year. It's going to be on a tree. It could fall off the tree. It's going to be put in a box with a dozen or 100 other ornaments and all falling together and everything. You don't want this to break, and you don't want to, as you're maneuvering with it, you don't want a point there that's going to stick in somebody's hand and hurt somebody, especially a kid or something that might be playing with them, and all of a sudden that point could be a weapon. So making these soft lines is on purpose because it's a functional Christmas ornament. I intend to use it to put it on the tree every year. And I've made them for all of our relatives all over the country. But this is very much unlike Cindy's Christmas ornaments. Cindy Droz is one of the famous turners that's known for her finials, and she does such delicate work that it's just mind-blowing what she can do with the tools, the detail that she can put in things. And she leaves very, very small, slender stems and very tight detail, crisp lines, and very long, pointy end that's, I mean, smaller than a straight pin, the diameter of those when she gets done. I mean, if you really want to take a good look at Cindy's finials, you have to use magnifying glasses. You really can't appreciate the detail with just normal vision. The detail is so precise. But she uses different tools and different methods to do that with, and I'm going to do here. And it's for a different purpose. I'm making this functional on purpose. So that's kind of my reasoning. And besides, I haven't practiced this that much to be able to do something with a lot of finicky detail. So this is going to be relatively easy to do as far as spending time with detail and small tools. So many different ways to go, and that's the fun part of turning, that you have a lot of creativity, and there's very seldom a right and a wrong. There's different things for different purposes, and just go with the flow and go with what. If you take it to the place that looks good to you, and you spend some time, you take your time, and you whatever better word, to analyze each element and how they relate to the other elements, and really take your time and think it through, and give some effort and passion into it. other people are going to love it. They're going to be drawn to it, and just you don't know why, but their eyes get wide and they say, "Wow, that's cool." Because you've invested some time and energy in it. You put your design aesthetics into it. What looks good to you and what looks good to me are two different things, and that's quite okay and quite normal. So go with the flow of what pleases you and what's fun. And that's, I guess, I don't know how many women we have in the group here, but us men especially, going to be stereotype here a little bit, but us men especially, we don't stop and ask, what do we like? You know, we wear a lot of hats and we please a lot of people around us, but how often do we just stop and say, what pleases me? What floats my boat? What am I passionate about? And if we can add some of that energy into our turning, then we can really start to have some fun, and then other people are going to be drawn to it. It's really going to be special work. So bring yourself into the shop with you. If you like the kind of teaching I do and the details that I get into, come back and see me again. Do me a favor, if you will, and talk about this on your Facebook page or to your club members. Put it in your newsletter that this stuff is available for a real reasonable price, and even the vendor showcase, even free events that we do, and point them in our direction. There's a lot of us that are doing this, Cindy and Todd and many of us around the country that are doing these remote demos, and so the resources there, that there's a lot of learning and a lot of fun, a lot of entertainment to be seen and watching people turn and do their thing. And there's so many different methods and techniques that you can never get tired of watching it. So promote it on your social media, if you will, and pass the good word that we're doing the job up here, and we'll see you in a few weeks.